Hello all, my name is Blair, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily Danforth. Oh my gosh, this is like a 500-page book and I read it in 2 days. I ordered it online, so I finished it like 3 days ago, but I waited for it to come in so then I could hold the physical copy. I really enjoyed this book. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. I guess I should probably tell you a little bit about it. This book is about a girl named Cameron Post, like the title says. Her parents die when she's like 9 and she feels relief because 2 hours earlier she was kissing a girl and she thinks she caused their death because she was kissing a girl. Then her Aunt Ruth and her grandma move into her house and her Aunt Ruth is very conservative and soon we basically just follow her life. Technically a YA, but I'd say it's more of an adult book just because there's a little bit of a climax, but not really. It's more of just her life. We follow like 5 years of her life. It's very long. I've heard a lot of people say that it's too long and stuff like that, but I loved how long it was. I think it was perfect the way it was, and I really enjoyed it. We basically follow her life and her becoming who she truly is and feeling comfortable with her sexuality, and it's really amazing. Not much of a spoiler. Towards the back half of the book, she's sent to a de-gaying camp. Basically her Aunt Ruth sends her there so that they can try to make her not a lesbian, and it's very heartbreaking what they do, and it's not like there's any like physical like hurting or anything. It's just very emotional, and I found it very heartbreaking. So yeah, that's all I have to say about this book without spoiling you. If you are interested in reading a YA novel, or if you want to read an LGBTQ book, this is totally your book. It's really good. It's up there with Aristotle and Dante Discovered the Secrets of the Universe. It was really amazing. But now we're gonna go on to spoilery, so if you haven't read it, then you want to leave. Really sad that Cameron pushed away Irene. Like they were the people that they experimented with. They experimented with each other and they felt something, and because of Cameron's parents' death, she pushed her away, and I was so sad. I wanted to see more of Irene. I wanted to see her come back and then Cameron and her be together forever. So it was just really sad that she left, and then like now she was hiding her sexuality by having a boyfriend, and it was sad. I want Irene back. Oh my gosh, I hated Aunt Ruth. Like I literally hated her. I hated that she sent her off to that compound. Like you're so mean. I thought Lindsay was absolutely hilarious. I liked how she still contacted Cameron and like taught her all the ways to be a lesbian, and it was hilarious. I liked Lindsay and Cameron's relationship, how Cameron became more comfortable with herself when she was with Lindsay, and I thought it was adorable. I'm gonna read this part from my notes just to make sure I word it correctly, but I loved how Cam was in love with Coley. I thought that Coley was straight and would get like freaked out by Cam, but it just turns out she's just afraid to accept who she is. In a way, I think that Cameron accepted herself when she was with Coley. Like when she was falling in love with her, she was starting to know that she was gay. She liked girls, and I was really uncomfortable with her like testing with Jamie, like her best friend, how she kissed him and stuff. I was really confused. I was like, okay, are you just like testing to make sure, making sure I don't like girls by kissing boys? She was being kind of a tease there, and I felt bad for Jamie. I loved his note though. That note was adorable. Oh my gosh, when it turned out to be Coley that told Ruth, I was like, nah. I hated Coley. Why would you do that? And then like our little tiny chance of Coley like apologizing and being okay with Cameron when she goes back to town just gets blown up, and I'm like, it will come back to you someday. It will come back to you, and you will still feel bad inside because you didn't accept who you were, and Cameron did, because she's great. Cameron's great. I hated how she was stuck at Promise. That place was so terrible. I hated what they were doing. Like she was in prison. Okay, so I'm gonna be jumping around here a little bit, but the part where so there's a part in the book where Cameron is fantasizing about one of the girls in the compound, and Erin comes over and they basically do the diddly-hoo, and I didn't understand it. I feel like the only reason why Emily put it in there was so we could see the diddly-hoo from Cameron's point of view, because she only did it to Coley, and so she never really experienced it, but I don't understand why it had to be Erin. Like, I feel like there could have been someone else. I didn't see the need for it. In a way, all the people at Promise, I felt like they were brainwashed, and I felt really terrible for them. And I'm gonna read from my phone again because I need to tell you guys my feelings on this program they have. So, my feelings are that you should love everyone, and forcing someone to hate themselves is not love. I think what Rick and Lydia were doing was cruel. I am a Christian, and I believe in Jesus, and I believe that he's in my heart, and he's going to come back again, and he was the Messiah. That's what I believe. And you know what he said? He said to love everyone. And picking out certain verses and pointing them at someone and being a Pharisee about it and being disrespectful and not loving is not going to fix any problems. If it doesn't affect you, don't intervene and be rude. You know what I'm saying? Like Ruth, she was being really mean. Accept your niece. She's your niece. Why would you do that to her? And all I'm saying is to love. It's that simple. If we all love each other, then everything, I think, will fall into place. Jesus will come back and everything will be fine. So if even somebody's being mean just to be mean, like bullying or something like that, that's wrong. That's bad. That's what I feel like Ruth was doing to Cameron. She was bullying her, forcing her to go and hate herself. It was just so terrible. And I really hated the Promise, like the whole thing. I hated all of it. It was really long in the book, but I know there was a purpose for it to be in this book. And I think like Emily did a good job of writing it, but it's just from a reader's point of view, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate all the people there. And I don't understand how people can say like Rick, he was like saying, oh, I feel better now, I'm straight. It's like, no, you were made that way. Why are you trying to push down your feelings? Like, it's so frustrating to me because God made you that way. God made you that way. The ending was really good. I really liked what Emily did with it, how she went into the lake and she accepted herself and she finally was okay with everything. And I really loved that part. It really got me. And I think that Emily ended it perfectly. This book was so good and it touched me on so many levels. I'm so glad I have the physical copy because I'm definitely going to reread it someday. It's so, so good. And oh look, there's an award. Yeah. Definitely deserves awards. Loved this book. Like I said, if you want a good LGBT book, read this. If you got this far into spoilery, that probably means that you've already read it. And if you agree with what I'm saying, then comment below. If you disagree, comment below. I want to know your feels. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.